We're nearly in. No, now
Okay,
we're
we're
in.
in. That's what she said.
Oh wow.
Fuck it, we are so far in.
Great.
Wow.
Hello, everybody.
No.
Big.
See, I told the truth. We're here to play Dungeons and Dragons because that's the thing that we do. Woo! Hey, welcome to episode 11, I guess, of the Sword of the Skulls.
Wow, has it been 11 episodes? That means it's like been 6 years.
No, it's only been 10. We're literally at the beginning of the 11th. Like, I just said that. Come on. Pay attention.
Sorry.
Listen. Put your listening ears on. That is the thing that we're going to do. These are the people that we're going to do it with. They are all incredible. And I would like them all to introduce themselves now, please, starting with Hamish.
Hi, I'm Hamish. Do I say more?
That'd be great. I would like a little bit of information about you, please, and then a little bit of information about your character specifically. That'd be great.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm Ham DM. I DM over on Red and Shadows, but I also play games here. Hi, I play Sellerslow, who's a hobgoblin of the Talent, which is a lovely little third-party class which Promethean foolishly let me use.
Really so foolish.
Like,
So foolish.
I am the biggest fool. You know who isn't a big fool though? Yeah, no, enough talking for you. You're done. Is Saz? Saz, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Wow. Okay. Sure. Hi. I'm also not all here. Anyway, hi. I'm Sister Meeple or Saz. I'm Resident Dice Goblin and producer over at Meeples and Dragons. When I'm not there, I'm here. That's me. Oh, and I play Tiny, a little warlock. He's tiny, very in. There's somebody else now. I'm done.
Done.
Whoa.
Ash.
So quick.
Hello, I'm Ash. I make stuff. You can find me at Ash Make Stuff on all social media platforms, even the shit ones like Twitter. I play Lilith, our tiefling Twilight cleric. I'm also grateful for him playing the Talent because it means I get to bring in out of D&D materials to ruin Pro's life with. So hey, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it felt weird saying no. It's like, oh, this entire class exists. Okay, fine. Do whatever you want then. Emily.
You're not gonna leave me to last?
Mm-mm.
You're kinder than I. Hey, I'm Emily. I do this here when I'm allowed to. And when I'm not allowed to, I'm over on the It's Fate's group channel or over in Radiant Shadows with Meeples and Dragons. And yeah, just out here playing Malia Redwood, the edgelord bitch.
Emily doing exactly what she's told. Such an obedient.
Just
So
edging.
truly
So
obedient.
good. Such
Yeah.
a good girl.
The goodest of girls. NVCDM.
Hi, I'm NVCDM. My pronouns are he, they. You can call me Envy. I'm playing Vermilion. This is my dog. He's also wearing a hoodie.
You have
yeah,
to-
fucking God.
He's wearing a matching hoodie.
Correct.
Matching hoodie.
That's incredible.
That's,
I love that.
That's what we did. That's what the stream is now. We're just going to sit here
Yeah.
and
Oh,
look
Correct.
at
Bask in
Lance.
Lance. He's going to stand in for me for any time
No,
I'm
his
off camera.
face is gone. Put him down. His face
Whoa.
is gone.
Oh no, you've been cut out by the camera, bud.
You've been eaten by the background. If you still had the Promethean background, he'd be disappearing up Pro's nostril right about now.
That's
So
true.
Ew.
what a shame.
Excellent.
Quick, Jeannie, save us all, please.
Save this, please.
Hi. Oh, that's not. You didn't pick a good person to save everyone, but that's fine. Here we are. Hi, I'm Jeannie. I do stuff. I write stuff. I game a lot. I'm actually going to be streaming pretty much every night next week, as well, which would be fun. So I will have a schedule up in the next day or so. Hopefully, if I can get my shit together. And then there's something really exciting happening next week involving a bunch of you guys, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I haven't been told about
Who
this.
allowed this?
What?
It's like-
So we'll,
What?
yeah.
Jeannie,
Okay.
do you do D&D somewhere else?
Oh yeah, I do D&D over on Fate Script. And
What does
also
the D stand for?
True
Dungeons and
Dinosaurs?
Daddies.
Yeah, good.
Dinosaurs and Daddies.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
on board.
So just that one scene of Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park
Correct.
Yes,
is what you mean. Yeah.
yes, exactly. I also cosplay occasionally. A bit less these days, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's me. Okay, bye.
Magnificent. And I am not important, but I am Promethean. There is a 0 in it, and I'll be your dungeon master this evening. Specifically, these guys as dungeon master, and we're gonna play some of the Dungeons and Dragons. I guess some kind of recap, because we tend to do this like once a month, so there has been a truly incredible amount of time between now and when we last played. What if I just read the entire episode summary off of the wiki, though? How about that? That'll be great.
Do you reckon you could just play through the abridged version that definitely has high quality audio in it?
Such high quality audio, and absolutely exists also.
By the way, chat, how is our audio?
Yeah, actually,
Good.
that
Excellent.
is
Tell
a
us.
fucking
Yeah.
good question. Thank you.
Is Pro dropping out every other word?
Have I, in fact, completely screwed the OBS settings once again? I guess we'll find out. Hey, last time in the Sword of the Skulls, Malia was transported into a magical prison inside a painting after putting on a magical ring that seems to be some kind of key to that very thing. And found herself in a rocky landscape marked by a ruined fortress in the distance. And noticed that while she was there, she was not afflicted by the hunger that she typically feels. Exploring the citadel in the distance, she thought she perhaps saw a shadow, and then Vermilion put the ring on in Dr. Velkior's Home for Wayward Children and switched the two out. Vermilion recognized the area as a pocket dimension of sorts, and noted that overhead was a special kind of moon that would normally occur in Sonder every 13 years or so, with a incredibly special eclipse that triggers for the elves of Sonder a variant of the reverie that allows elves to recollect genetic memories, past lives, or in very rare cases, future lives. And Vermilion immediately went shirtless and pursued that very thing. Meanwhile, in Velkior's office, Salazlo decided to take the one thing that could potentially get Vermilion out of the prison portrait and just fucking yeeted it, which was amazing. And of course, the switch of Vermilion going into the painting caused another wave of wild magic from Kaori, because Kaori is a little wild magic girl. And bad things happen sometimes to her and the monkey. It's going to be great. Velkior, now free of the prison, seemed to recognize most of the party, everyone except for Lilith, and explained that the prison once held Darkhan the Oathrife, an ogre mage, or Oni if you prefer, of considerable power and terrible evil. He also recognized that Malia was the one who freed him, and used a power that Salazlo attempted to learn. Velkior then quizzed the party on their intentions, quite confused after his time in the prison, and immediately headed outside of the orphanage itself to what became evidently his lair, because Velkior was in fact a emerald dragon, as the party discovered. They discovered this after being attacked by a little cotton doll who very ineffectively tried to bite Sal, despite having no mouth or teeth. It was a little bit adorable, and they used that little thing to get Vermilion out of the prison by slipping the ring on its arm. I don't know what all of you lot are fucking doing, and you can all go to hell. I refuse. I refuse to read chat. I refuse to read Discord. I refuse to read fucking Zoom. I am not looking at any of it. You can all go to hell. Oh god.
Just tell us to go to Hog.
Yeah, go to Hog. Fucking hell.
Oh shit.
Thank you. Amazing. Tiny Wing, now that Velkior had revealed himself to be the dragon Galkafir, had a conversation in Draconic, which Kaori understood. Correct? One of you could understand Draconic. I feel like it was Kaori.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't ask me what he said. What, did you just see that?
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, I hate you all. Incredible.
I'd like to plead my innocence.
That's right. Had a conversation about a mutual friend that they have and the mission of both that friend and Galkafir himself. Galkafir asked Tinywing if she was capable of seeing the work through, and Tinywing replied that she wants to learn to be brave and to get it done. She's a brave little fairy. Galkafir then explained that Mincebill, a long-dead ancient dragon, was revered by their mutual friend and produced a set of prophecies, but also that it was thought that Mincebill was perhaps afflicted by a terrible psychic disease, and that some of those prophecies may be corrupt as a result of that. One of those corruptions was an interpretation of a term in those prophecies, the Varel, meaning instruments of prophecy, many of which were named, and some of which were in the possession of Velkior up until the party stole all of them and killed one of them. Does David pointed out to Velkior that the bone dagger that he considered to be one of the Varel was in the possession of the party, who then immediately all looked at their feet and shuffled around a bit before deciding that yes, they did actually have it, which was very nice of them. Vermilion then confirmed that they're also in possession of a scroll, the Scroll of Many Tongues, and Velkior advised them of the importance of those items, but also that he's unable to read the contents of the scroll, but knew two people in the world who may be able to, one being Dustdaver's mother, and a hag in the Fabog known as Mud-Eye Maggie. Malia then asked Galkafir about why her parents' names were written in a ledger stolen from his office. On learning that Malia is the daughter of Lorne and Esmina Redwood, he appeared shocked and immediately apologized, claiming to have saved Malia remotely from the fate that had befallen her brother, having been asked by her parents to keep watch over the children whilst they were away, and that when tragedy struck, he could only save one of them. He told Malia that her parents' greatest wish was to bring new life into the world, which he also claimed was their undoing. Galkafir rises, restored, and asks the party to choose from amongst their number one to receive a gift. Lilith points out that it was Malia who first wore the ring releasing Velkior from the Portrait prison, and suggests it should be her who received the gift. Galkafir agreed and imparted the gift of the Gem Dragon on Malia. Also, everyone leveled up because I felt guilty and it won't happen again.
At all? Like for the rest of the campaign, we're just gonna finish this bitch at level 5?
Correct. Never leveling up again under any circumstances.
Okay, cool.
Good job.
I just need to really quickly say, I
Please,
fucking
level
love
daddy.
every single one of you. You're all fucking terrible people.
Agreed.
Just the worst.
The best part is Promethean doesn't have access to the players only channel.
Man,
It's going
good
off.
Amazing. You are all in a dragon's lair underneath the mausoleum outside of Velkior's home for wayward children. Velkior himself is before you, and Malia, you feel a new power. And in fact, all of you, as this dragon rises, actually no, because he turned back into his human form, as he begins to make his way out of the lair, all of you feel something in the air. It's as though there's an energy and like a silent crackle to the atmosphere around you as he walks past, and the hairs on your arms sort of rise as he passes through, and you all feel yourselves become more capable, more competent. I will need to speak to the children. It has been some time since I have been here for them. I must check in on their welfare. It will only take a few hours. If there are any other questions, I will be available in my office should you need me.
Yeah, I have one question. Do you know how, like, you're a real big dragon and stuff? Like, when you're a dragon, how do you poop? Like, you must really produce a truly enormous amount of poop. But, like, do you poop like a bird flying around, or like a lizard, or you revert to human form in order to poop? This is a question that's been on my mind since I found out you were a dragon.
What an odd question. I defecate in much the same way that any other creature does, I suppose. What of it?
Okay, but like, where? Where is the huge pile of shit?
Well, generally speaking, it's obviously it's been some time since I've been here. I've been trapped in that prison for quite a while.
I didn't notice any giant piles of dragon shit in the prison either.
Didn't need to eat or sleep while I was there, so it wasn't a problem.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Can you teach me to do that?
Unlikely.
Okay.
Unless you would like to spend some more time in the prison.
At this stage, no. Perhaps when my mental fortitude has recovered somewhat, we could give it another go.
Recovered? You don't seem to have a whole lot at your disposal in the first place.
Oh, sick burn, bruh. Wow.
He makes old man finger guns and leaves the
If I
lair.
was in any way psychologically fragile, that really would have cut me deep.
Can you
See a single
can
tear just rolling down Vermilion's face.
can I make a perception check to see if Velkior's wearing Heelys as he finger guns away?
Okay. You can, sure. He's not.
Fuck! It was such a good roll too. It was a 22.
Jeez, I hope that wasn't wasted.
Me too.
He absolutely has Heelys.
Does Deva, as seems to be her entire jam, just kind of demurely follows Velkior out of the lair. Cool.
What I'm supposed to do now?
Should we go with them?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm going for boss.
I did that already.
I don't care. So if I recall correctly, as Velkior was expositing in the last session, Malia was like making her way towards the back of the group as like all this information about her family came out. So I will turn to Malia and I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and I'm just going to press a stone into your hand and I'll just say, "Talk later, darling." And I'm just going to flounce out.
Flounce. Excellent. Specifically flouncing.
Yeah, specifically.
Brilliant.
The other thing is, I don't remember if anyone picked up the ring when Vermilion came back out of the painting and got, cupped by Salazlo. So if that's around, because I genuinely can't remember, I would like to pick that up too as I leave.
I also don't recall, but I feel like Salazlo is responsible enough that he will have acquired the ring after putting it on the doll.
Yeah, well, if it's not there as I walk out, then I will just continue walking out.
Mm.
How's the ghost situation down here, by the way, with the invisibility up?
Pretty groovy. There's so you're coming out of the mausoleum, yeah?
Yeah, just out from the. So how was this set up? It was like there was a cemetery, and then there was the mausoleum, and then there was the dragon's lair. Okay, well,
so the lair itself is the stairs down into the lair were hidden underneath a sarcophagus in the first room of this mausoleum.
Oh, okay.
Which Velkior entirely
destroyed like a little bitch.
Destroyed in a fit of rage, yes.
Okay, I missed that part in the next session. I was like, how did we miss this entire extra room in the back of this crypt? Okay, that's cool.
Sal will turn around to Malia. Malia, like what's going on with you right now? Like if Sal was looking at you.
Well, I've just had a rock put in my hand that I don't know what it does. And I've apparently received all these gifts. And also my brother's dead, which I knew, but it's not great. So it's probably staring down at this rock, and then you'd probably just see her pocket it. And kind of just survey what you are all doing at this point in time, just to track movements.
which means you would absolutely clock like Sal just quite openly just looking at you.
Staring?
Not staring in a weird way, but like in that very definitive, like just looking.
Vermilion is staring in a weird way, just like.
Ignore Vermilion. And would probably, if I caught you, I would probably try and just look back at you.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's what just kind of happened? You okay?
That is a great question that I'm gonna need some time to find the answer to, I think. I'm fine. I'm good. This is all I knew I knew he was dead, so it's fine.
Truly so dead.
Thank you, Vermilion. The circumstances I'm also kind of aware of. I wasn't aware of some of that shit though, so that's a bit new information, I guess.
It seems like a lot for someone to kind of take on board.
Is that a question?
No, it's just more of a statement, and I suppose I'm just you're kind of like a new friend, like with the others, and I'm just checking in to make sure you're okay.
I can handle myself. I have been doing so for quite some time now.
Well,
but I appreciate the concern.
She already has a friend, buddy. Back off.
Holy shit.
I mean, I can see that you can handle yourself, but I mean, there's a difference between being able to handle yourself and being okay. But look, maybe we get out of this place, and if you'd like me to stop asking questions, then I'll stop. And don't want to make you uncomfortable. And Vermilion, I understand that you two are friends. I'm not trying to get into your space or however that thing kind of works. Right.
I don't mind answering your questions, but if you could just give me like 15 minutes minimum and like a bath, that would be maybe.
Yeah, like absolutely. Like that sounds more than
appropriate
fair.
Time. We all look terrible. Like we should all be bathing at some point today. I know you just did, Vermilion, but probably again.
I could totally go a second bath. Yeah, I could do that.
Sel will look at Tiny and go, look, what Malia is saying is fair. I'm not trying to be rude, buddy, but you sitting on my shoulder, you smell pretty terrible.
Been through a bit.
We all need to wash that dragon gift off ourselves.
This is very true. God, Sel's leaving.
All right, so I think effectively this is how we'll cover this. We'll cover the next few hours of stuff for anyone who has specific post-leveling up things that they would like to play with. So just in general, you more or less have the run of the orphanage. This lair is now currently completely accessible to you as required. So
we're in charge.
You can kind of wander around.
Child uprising.
If you head into the orphanage itself, the children and Velkior will all be kind of collected in a room adjacent to the dining room on the ground floor, which is set up as essentially a kind of a rumpus room / library type large room. And if you head in that direction, you would see Velkior just absolutely surrounded by these kids who are going off their nut at his return and asking him for presents and shit. The rest of the house is essentially yours to do with what you wish for a little while. If anyone has anything specific that they like to do.
do, but I'm happy to wait till everyone else has done their thing. Kaori, what are you doing? Stinky little pirate lady.
I'll probably go and have
Say stinky.
Yeah, we're all quite stinky.
I'm not stinky. I'm used to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll probably just have a bath when is there one bath or multiple baths?
Yeah, how many baths are there?
One in the room that you're staying in the staff quarters. If you have a look around, you will find a second bathroom attached to the room that the children sleep in.
With one bath?
You're on mute, NVC.
Row of 6 tubs for some reason.
Yeah.
Nice. In a
But
row.
also, could I request a saucer because I'm like this big?
No, full bath.
No, let's go for a dive.
It's like a paddling pool.
Yeah, it is in fact provided to you is a gravy boat.
Can you get your wings wet?
A gravy boat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as they dry, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Harding kind of looks you up and down, assesses the size, just brings this giant silver gravy boat, plonks it down.
Which is also full of gravy.
Yeah, yeah. It's great for your skin.
A gravy bath.
Might want to clean that out first.
Oh, that would be some fan art right there.
Vermilion just
Wow.
absolutely sculls the entire boat of gravy.
Clinging on for dear life.
Oh my god. Can somebody make that please?
I hate it here.
Same. Yeah, so I'll probably if I can find that second bathroom, I'll just chill, have a bath. I don't think there's anything really in specifically that I've got planned.
Sure. Is the monkey bathe with you? This needs
Absolutely.
Okay, great. I just needed to know if that image of just a completely waterlogged Zephyr remains among
Does he absolutely hate it?
He does. So he's like up on the shoulder because
As far away from the water as you could possibly get.
I was thinking they could just wash each other's backs, so you know.
Good.
Oh,
You know what all hit on that scene?
Incredible.
I'm
Anyone
not
else
really
have
not.
anything that they would like to do? For a while?
Please save me from my bathing with a monkey. Fucking.
Hey,
I think I would find Vermilion and just show him this fucking stone I've been given, and just be like, you know what this is? Can you figure it out? Because I can't. Lilith just handed me a fucking rock.
Sure, give it here.
I'll hand it over.
Can I gain any insight from this as to what this rock is? If
do you know what a
indeed it is
fucking
rock?
sending stone is?
I don't.
I'm not asking you. Probably.
Yeah, look, roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. Fuck.
That's how I feel.
I hardly know her. Thank you, Ash.
17 plus 5 is 22.
Oh yeah, you're familiar with the nature
Vermilion?
of you're familiar with the nature of these things. You know, it's a little different design than those you've seen before, but you can guess pretty easily at its function.
I think it's just a rock.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to it for you.
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding, friend. You know I wouldn't lie to you for longer than 30 seconds.
Can I roll insight on that, please?
Go for it.
So,
I want to see if Vermilion would actually lie to me under certain circumstances.
Sure. I guess Pavilion will need to contest that with some form of charisma-based roll.
Imitation, do it.
Oh no.
Warning.
That's 15 for me.
charisma-based skills. I would like to contest that with intimidation. I rolled a 3.
Excellent. All right. What does Malia pick up from your claim?
Malia would probably be able to tell that Vermilion wouldn't lie to her directly. but he may omit certain details that may be of importance if the circumstances required it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, so my understanding of this thing is basically, you can kind of send a message with it, but you have to shout really loud. So, like, you kind of just hold it, and whoever has if you think about sending a message in it, and you think that you shout at it, then the message will go to the other stone. They usually come in pairs.
Okay, good to know. I would make the assumption, I guess, that Lilith has the other. Sure, I don't know. Okay,
I
and I put it away.
I think she was trying to give you a way to contact her for, like, secret nighttime chats or something. I don't know. Really hard to get a read on her.
It's really hard to get a read on almost all of you, except for you, because you just seem to spit shit out without thinking about it.
Look, I tend to just say what's on my mind.
I respect that. I do.
Oh, thanks, bud.
You could just call me my name. That would be okay.
Okay, best friend, Malia.
Okay, I guess that's my new title.
I think I'm
Hey,
gonna go
I'm
down to the
also-
kitchens and load up on provisions. Is there anything else?
Last thing. I'm all good with you shouting out facts about me and my family.
Right, like how they're all dead?
Yeah, but if you could just maybe hold off on the brother stuff for a little bit, I would be okay with that.
Okay. Directly or any because he kind of comes under the whole family term. So if I say your whole family's dead, it's kind of by extension referring to him.
I mean, I'm
Is
not
the group term okay, or do you just want me to lay off the whole thing for a little bit?
I mean, if you feel so inclined to say it, then that's okay.
Okay. And then, like, I guess Vermilion will, like, put my hand just on Malia's shoulder and be like, listen,
I'm truly so short.
listen, I just want you to know that I'm real sorry about your dead family.
Thank you.
If it were in my power to make them not dead, I'd certainly give it a crack.
Yeah, I would too.
Cool. I'm going to the kitchen to find non-perishable food.
Okay, good luck. Fuck.
Thanks.
Walk away very quickly to find a fucking bath,
Brilliant.
which I assume someone will be out of by now. There's definitely tons of monkey hair in it, though.
Really so much monkey hair.
It's just fully
And
clogged
most of
up.
It's
it's
not
from
even from the
monkey.
monkey.
Well,
Lilith, I believe, wanted
Yeah.
to do something.
Yeah, so I would have tried to get ahead of Velkior, just to get into the house first, and headed towards the bath in the chambers where we slept.
Mhm.
Found it still full of water because Vermilion did not empty it.
Correct.
Just cursed a little bit about that. And is this a door situation or was it a curtain? I can't remember.
I do believe a curtain was mentioned. Yes.
Okay, then I am going to, as the water drains, I'm going to start performing a ritual. So Lilith I wear like ribbons, like colored strips of fabric just everywhere, right? My whole thing is that I don't really have clothes. It's just kind of assembled from scraps. And I'm just going to start pulling like the ribbons from my wrists and walking. Is this bath in the center of the room?
No,
Or, like, against
no,
a-
it'll be kind of against a wall. There'll be like a window that looks out.
Okay, is there a curtain? It doesn't matter.
Yes,
I'm going to
it's
start.
also quite high, so it's not like anyone can peer in directly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to start just dropping these ribbons in like a circle around the bath, like a big diameter. And as the tub is refilling, I'm going to be casting Layman's Tiny Hut. And I think as the final ribbon falls and the spell is cast, a dome of so it is a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springing into existence. I get to choose the color and the lighting. So it is a dim purple, the same as a twilight sky. No one can see in, I can see out. I don't. I'm trying to find out if noise comes through it. It doesn't say.
Believe noise can in fact come through it. I could be wrong.
And that's
I think you can hear everything outside. I think it's muffled for people outside of it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And so I will just like once this dome is up, I'll finish disrobing, and I'm just going to jump in the bath and scrub like head to toe, just when you touch something gross and you have to go and like immediately just scrub down.
Just scrub it.
Yeah. I'm going to do that. I'm going to scrub myself clean and wash my hair and drain the bath again, and then I'm going to refill it with water as hot as I can stand. And I'm going to let myself have a little soak for a while, and I'm just going to druidcraft some flowers onto the surface as I soak. And I'm going to take this opportunity to like actually rest for the first time in a couple of months, but like seriously, this is like probably the first moment of peace and quiet I've had in a good couple of days. So I'm going to just soak in the solitude, and I'm going to start going through in my head everything that has happened over the last few days since reaching the southern continent. I'm going to be thinking, and Promethean Lord Daddy, one time you told me that the house itself has an echo of divination magic in its walls, like spells that have been cast and cast and cast and cast, and it's just soaked into the stones. And would I be correct in thinking that this was Velkior watching people he cared for or was charged to protect?
Also roll an Arcana check.
That's actually 15. That's my first good intelligence roll, guys.
Woo!
I never do that.
You did so good.
Not enough.
It is not that.
It is not, okay. Because I feel that given the history of the house, given the Carrionettes, given the murder that just happened, I feel like there is just an air of like pervasive melancholy.
There was
kind of,
absolutely.
Yeah.
What with the 15, what you will get is yes, it's absolutely directly linked to Velkior, and you come to that conclusion because that feel is very different now. So that sense of melancholy and that cloying foreboding that hung around the house is dissipating at this point.
I would say that given that aura, it's probably kind of soaked a little into myself, and I find myself thinking of home as I'm sitting here floating in this water. Probably not floating because it's only a small tub, right?
It's fucking huge. Goliath works here.
Great.
Yeah, it is
Excellent.
The biggest tub. The kids' tub that Kaoru was in,
Brilliant.
Super tiny.
Excellent.
This one though is like a hulking beast of a spa.
And I'm going to think of home as I lay here, as I float here, and I'm going to think back to my family and the last time I heard from my mother through the mouth of an ogre that she said to tell you, don't let him die. And I think 2 loops, 3 loops, 4 loops of that are on my brain. I'm going to sit bolt upright in this tub and panic, and I'm grab for my holy symbol where it's attached to my belt, and I just pull it off if the belt breaks, if the chain breaks, as long as the amulet is in my hand. I don't care. And I will crawl on my hands, like fall to my knees and crawl out of the aura of, not out, fully out of the dome, my head and my hand out. And I'm going to cast Sending to my auntie. And shaking, I say, Auntie, I think I failed. The Oathrife is dead. The Oathrife is free. It wasn't my fault. Please forgive me. It wasn't my fault. And that's it. And I'll stay there for a moment on the floor, just thinking, waiting for a response, hoping for a response.
Okay. Which auntie specifically?
My favorite auntie.
Yeah.
The Scottish one.
Excellent.
Why do you think I told you about her accent, bruh?
Sorry, dearie, who's this?
New stone, who dis?
I'm not sure what you mean when you say you failed, but I'm sure it'll be alright. And that is all that you receive in return.
I think I'll pull myself back into the dome and cry. Just for a while, just cry. I need to write that down.
How terrible the accent was initially, yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking atrocious.
It truly was. I'm so sorry to my Scottish ancestry.
That changes things. Okay, eventually I will just climb back into the tub and wait until the water goes cold. And I think eventually I'm going to stick my head back out of the thing, and with my sending stone, I'm just going to say, I think we should talk, darling. And that's it.
Excellent. And so Malia will hear that message in her edgy little brain.
From my pocket? No.
Fuck, imagine if Vermilion still had that stone.
No,
Do you think I was sitting here shaking my fucking head?
It doesn't come through the stones itself. It effectively allows you to use the spell. Yes.
Wow.
Like,
No.
Breaker.
Wow. Let's rewind about 30 seconds. Yeah. Cool. Hearing that, I assume I have either bathed or am in the process of bathing at this point.
Yeah, I think you're probably cleaning out monkey hair from the other bath. Yeah. Lilith did jump in before everyone, will say, fairly specifically. Yeah.
Spell also lasts for 8 hours, so no one's getting in unless I say so.
Yeah.
Having been told how to use this, I would just respond with, okay, you just tell me where you need me to meet you or whatever.
There is no response because it's a once a day thing.
Excellent.
They don't work again.
Hot. Love that. And for that reason, I finished cleaning monkey hair. And we'll wait until I hear from Lilith again.
Excellent. Ash, was there anything else you wanted Lilith to do?
Sorry, you just froze on my end.
Yeah, I also got a weird freeze. Sorry. Was there anything else you wanted Lilith to do? Or she's going to cry,
no, just
cry
wait for
in the
Malia
tub from there? Okay, great. Sal,
eventually make herself presentable. But...
Sal and Tidywig, either of you want to get up to some mischief in the orphanage?
Not mischief per se, but I would like to spend some time with my book, my grimoire.
Cool. Excellent.
So there's two things that I want to do, but I think basically, like when we're all sort of piling out of this place and people are going their separate ways, I will take a small moment to have a quick conversation with Tiny Wing before she goes and gravies up. I'll sort of wait until everyone else has sort of gone off to their respective spaces. So Tiny, what's your take on everything that's happened here? Like these people and Dragon, and obviously you've got some kind of connection to all of this. I mean, there's sort of a lot that's happened the last God, it feels like it's been months, but it's probably really only a day or two.
I'm not too sure that I've got any sort of conclusion to go on. Like, the dragon thing doesn't worry me. I'm used to that. But
No, hold on. You don't just kind of go, dragon thing, I'm used to that. I mean, people, at least where I'm from, people aren't just like used to dragons going, oh, hi, I'm Mr. Dragon.
people also aren't used to fairies, apparently, because they all do that weird bendy thing whenever I walk into a room or whatever. I don't understand it, so.
Right, I'm very confused about now. So, okay, so look, dragons you're mates with, is there like, what do we do next? I mean, this collection of people that we've kind of stumbled upon are, interesting is a word that could be used to describe them. I think there's probably other words as well, but what do you think we should just kind of keep going along with them, or?
I feel like maybe there's some common, not necessarily a goal, but maybe common purpose in staying together, because we all seem to have ties to all of the same thing for some reason. Like, we've got the dragon things, and everybody came here because everyone was obviously looking for the same person for whatever reason. And then we've got this Oathripe thing, which seems to have connections back to my friend, the dragons and everything else, and then God knows what's going on now. Maybe if we sort of stick together, maybe we'll unravel it all.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
And not that you've even said why you were drawn here, that I recall.
No, look, for me, it's just I'm out looking for a good time, maybe? No, that's not really quite the words that I was trying to use. Look, the stuff that I can do with my head it's not really something that is it's not really common or anything like that. And so where I'm from, people don't do it. And part of me leaving home was to come out and try and find other people that know what this is and know how it works, because fucked if I know how it works half the time. I just kind of do things. And that's problematic sometimes, and sometimes it's not. But this Velkior, like he can do it, and I need to spend some time thinking about that, because there's stuff that he's done that I think I can probably do if I spend a bit of time kind of trying to think about it. But for me, this is really, I'm just out in the world seeing how everything works. You seem really nice and we get on really well, and the others seem like people.
Interesting.
But look, it's an eclectic collection of individuals, so I think it would be interesting traveling with them for sure.
I have so much to learn about this world because I don't know anything. I only know what I've read in piles of old books that may or may not be appropriate to the history that is like now, the time now. It could be 100, 200 years old for all I know.
What I would probably suggest is that you and I still, we let's just make sure that we're on the same page with everything. Let's hang out with these others. I would personally suggest, from my own experience, that maybe don't take the way they do stuff. Like, that's not necessarily the normal approach to various things.
Okay.
They're each quite different and strange. I think Lilith and Malia, they'll both seem a little bit kind of cranky at times. Vermilion, I think Vermilion quite possibly, I don't even know, to be honest, about him. He could...
I like Vermilion. I feel like maybe Vermilion and I could maybe try to be friends and talk more, because it seems like we both need to learn how to be a little bit braver.
Look, and that sounds very true. I also don't think most of what comes out of Vermilion's mouth is actually true. You know, I mean, I really haven't seen his
I don't know.
qualifications around being a rope inspector, for example. And then like Kaori, she seems nice, but she's a little bit quiet, and then every now and then she kind of explodes with magic, which is a little bit disconcerting. So
I actually find it fascinating, personally.
sure, fascinating is a word that I could use, but yeah. So you and I, we're like, it's like team us, and then we're like, we'll just kind of make sure that we got each other's back in case any of these others turn out to be psycho murderers or anything like that.
Hold up tiniest little fairy fist for a fist bump.
Yeah. And I'll try not to squash her against the wall. All right. And with that, Sala's going to go and spend a good hour or so ruminating on this new ability that he watched Valkyr use to try and basically nail it down.
Lovely. Tiny Wing. Tell us about your book.
Oh, about my book. It was a book from my very first friend. It gives me ways to do things that I would not be able to learn how to do on my own.
It definitely sounds like some kind of tome, which is super cool. And post leveling up, a new page appears in this book. You'll notice if you're sitting down, poring over it. Would this be? Will Tiny Wing find like a private area to do this, or because you can all absolutely go hang with Valkyr and the kids in like the sitting room and get into that mess, or?
I think Tiny would find it fascinating to sort of find somewhere up above to sort of watch down and see those sort of interactions, because it's all totally new to her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, excellent. So just parked on a top of bookshelf or on like a little overhead light or something, flipping through the book, and yeah, you see a new page appear in this tome, and immediately in wispy, kind of dark writing, in Draconic appears the words, the name even, Maragorn, who was once Belcorith, which I'll provide to in writing also.
Thank you.
Aragorn, son of Marathon.
Child of Mary and Aragorn, jeez.
Done. All right, I'll send that to you. Anything else that we want to do? Or we've got a little bit of downtime, or is everyone happy to continue on?
I think I should, after bathing, probably try and find Lilith if I don't hear from her.
Sure.
So I will do that.
Yep.
Because this dome is 10-foot radius, is it passing through any walls that would kind of give away that there's some shit in the way?
The curtain's now kind of up like this, and like you can see the bottom ring of the dome, like it's pushed the curtain somewhat.
No, because it would be within the radius of the dome. It would be able, like that part of the curtain would be able to pass through.
Oh yeah,
when
I
it
see
was
what you mean.
cast. Yeah.
Curtains inside the dome.
It's just trapped there. Okay, yeah, cool.
Trapped forever in the dome. For an hour.
So, Malia, you will in fact find, well, you won't find Lilith, you'll find a purple dome.
Cool. I just look at this dome. Like, when the fuck did this get here? I don't, this dome is weird. I don't know. Can you knock on a dome? Is that a thing you can do?
You could utilize something in the room to try and knock on it.
Fuck you. You could absolutely knock on it, yes.
Yeah, it's technically a physical thing.
I think, like, rather than knocking, I would just kind of be like, because I haven't seen it, curiosity, I would just touch it, I guess.
As you touch it, I drop it.
Dex save, please, Malia.
Oh, okay, excellent.
She's not putting away from it.
Naked Lilith.
She's just...
No, let's do it. Let's fuck around and find out. Hey, fuck you, Promethean. That's a 24.
Excellent. Lilith, there is absolutely no obvious sign that Malia is fazed by that whatsoever. It is as though she knew that you were going to do that and was prepared for it to happen.
Cool. soaking in a tub, and I have crafted so many flowers that there is nothing visible. Soz.
Cool. I will. What? I will keep a good distance to allow you privacy still. You rang?
Do you want to talk about it?
Define it.
Everything Valkyr just revealed.
Sounds like you do.
Not really, but you strike me as someone who does not enjoy being pitied. And out of the entire sorry assemblage we have here, I guarantee I'm the only one who does not pity you.
I don't agree. I don't think Vermilion pities me. And I don't know the others well enough to decide whether or not they do.
But they care in their own strange way. Isn't that in itself a form of pity?
No. Not in my book. Not to shut you down, but I don't see it as pity. Caring and pitying someone are two very different things. And luckily no one has gone too hard at it yet.
Very well. I'm going to be traveling with you. I'm not giving you a choice.
Okay, well, that's your prerogative, I guess. How long are you going to keep up this, like, stone-faced act? 'Cause it's getting kind of old.
Oh, so is everyone. Sit, won't you? She, like, gestures at the side of the tub because I assume it's thick enough to seat someone on it.
Yeah, sure.
Malia will take a step closer but won't sit. And she will say, I prefer to stand, if that's okay.
Suit yourself. I find myself in the uncomfortable position of having a moment of vulnerability, and I hate it. Hence why
emotions suck.
They do. My family, like in Namandath, we are nobility of a sort, royalty.
Must be nice.
My mother is high priestess of. Hang on, I have it written down here. I just can't read it because my light's purple.
Imagine not being able to read.
I know, it couldn't be me.
Imagine writing in purple pen.
I didn't write in purple pens. The lighting is purple.
Quick screenshot all the secrets.
It's correct. Someone screen grab that.
All of my attempts at sendings? Okay, go for it. My mother is a high priestess of Ilvaldos in Mir Oloth. I believe in the common tongue you would call her Twilight Mother? I don't know if that's correct. But something has happened. I don't know what. My auntie, I reached out. She does not remember me. But the Oathrife's freedom brings me pause. It compromises her safety. My auntie is she who knows. What is the word? Seeress, I suppose, with the powers of prophecy. And if this creature that we let free was powerful enough to kill his patron, he's powerful enough to kill my family, and therefore, where the Varel go, I go.
Okay.
Great. Wonderful.
I am curious. Why are you telling me this now? You have had every opportunity to talk to any of us about this, And whilst I might not be the most welcoming person in this party, there are definitely others that are, despite how we've all approached each other. And I understand keeping things to myself, and I will continue to do so where I see necessary. But if you were truly this worried, why not tell us?
We found out about the existence and danger of the Oathrife not an hour ago.
Not like that. Like, I just mean, if this is something that could have been broached at any point in time, and it was that important to you, didn't say anything.
It's important now because there is a threat now. Up until yesterday, there was no threat. None that my family couldn't handle.
Okay. I'm not throwing it at you as like a fuck you. I'm throwing it at you as a question.
And I'm answering as honestly as I can. There was no threat to my family until I learned of the existence and power of this Oathrife.
Okay. What do you want us to do about it?
I don't want you to do anything.
Okay.
But
that's simple enough.
If traveling with the Varel gives me an opportunity to seize the power required to protect my family, I will take it.
Okay. I will let you know that if this is something that you need our assistance with, that's fine. And I think we can probably all help each other, but I'll also be pretty transparent. I'm not dying for any of you.
I've never needed help in my life. I don't intend to start now.
I don't believe that.
Believe what you'd like.
Oh, I fucking will.
I know.
Okay. Is that all you need, or? Because I'm gonna not stand here now and do this because it's.
Again, I don't need
something.
anything, but it's something that I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Are you gonna tell the others, or just me?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to go listen to Vermilion talk about how my entire family's dead for like the next 8 hours. But I guess if you need anything, now you can speak to this vibrating stone.
Once a day, darling.
There you go. You learn something new. And I'll make my way back inside.
As you turn to leave, once past the curtain, I'll call out, and I'll just be like, for what it's worth, I think, given the circumstances, I'm rather much gladder that it was you over your brother, Malia. And with that, read the fucking dice. You will regain 9 hit points as I use your name as a healing word.
Hot.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, I didn't mean to press that button. I pressed the wrong button.
I would pause to stop to listen to you. And I would look back at you as you spoke. But
do not close the curtain, you fucking heathen.
No, fuck you. You're gonna bathe in the fucking
Just
middle
put
of
your dome
nowhere.
back up.
You fucking like you deal with this now. And I will not say anything to you and keep going.
I will not make eye contact. I will just swirl the flowers around in the bath a little longer.
Cool. And then I'll head back inside.
Cool. Eventually, I'll get out and get dressed.
I will probably perch myself somewhere near Valkior and all the kids running around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of watch on, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I just quickly do a couple of very last minute things,
Yeah,
please, sir?
You-
Please, Lord Eddie.
you may.
Yeah.
You used his true name. You allowed it to happen.
I did.
Just don't say it 3
He
times.
must- yeah.
Don't say it 3 times in a row, and you
Lord
can't.
Eddie,
pick
Lord
him up
Eddie,
in
Lord
the
Eddie. Stel is going to be heading towards a certain direction, but he will sort of like swing past wherever Malia is hanging out, and will just like kind of, it's almost like a drive-by. He'll see you, go, hi, how you doing?
All these people fucking asking me how I'm doing. I look like it's been 15 minutes, so I go, well, I appreciate you waiting at least the 15 minutes before you ask me again. I'm okay.
Great, good to hear. You ever want to chat? You know where I am, and he'll just keep going.
I mean, you don't have to call out. You can just sit down. You don't have to leave.
He's gone.
Okay, bye.
He's going to go and find Kaori. After she's bathed and all that kind of stuff, because otherwise it's fucking weird. And just he'll swing by and go, hey, Kaori, I just thought I'd come in and check on you. You're sort of one of the other people in this little group that's kind of like come together. It's like Tiny Wing and I were traveling together, and the others were traveling together, and you sort of weren't traveling with any of us. So you're like another little piece of this little strange puzzle that's going on. I just wanted to just check in and see how you're doing and what you're sort of thinking and what your plans are and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I don't really have any plans at the moment. I'm just kind of wandering around, so I might stick with you guys and just see where you're going, see what happens. Are you all like sticking together, or Siri's talking? Sorry, stop Siri.
Who's the Siri you're talking about? Is that
Siri's
like,
like-
is that another name for your monkey? I'm not
In
sure.
the sassiest tone, she was like, "Mm-hmm." Shut up, Siri. But yeah, so are you guys all like staying together, or are you and Tiny like ducking off for a bit, or what's your plan?
Well, I mean, Tiny and I were planning on going with the rest of this mob. It seems like there's some common interests there, at least with Tiny and some of this other stuff. I mean, for me, I'm just sort of along for the ride, I suppose. But I mean, yeah, I'm planning on heading along with these guys.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we might do the same and stick around because I don't really have anywhere to be, so it'll just be
Cool.
fun, I think.
Yeah, look,
But,
I mean, it's certainly been interesting. I mean, I don't know, have you ever met a dragon before?
No,
No.
I certainly have not.
Oh, they're quite a thing. I'm still trying to work out how to sort of like understand it myself, but
Have you not met one before?
oh God, no. Joyce, it's just dragons are things that you hear about in stories and that sort of stuff. You don't often you roll into a place and some old dude just sort of turns into a giant dragon and goes, "Oh, look, here's all this amazing stuff, and the world's going to end, and it's all terrible."
How do you feel about all of that and everything you said?
I'm honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of not what I expected when I came here. I was just hoping to sort of learn a thing or two, but now there's all of this other stuff going on, and my poor little brain's just trying to kind of understand it. I mean, how do you feel about it? I mean, like, is this stuff that you know about? Is there things that you're kind of aware of with any of this? Or are you in the dark like I am?
Not really. I'm pretty much in the dark, but I just feel like there's no point in me stressing over it because it's just not going to do any good, I guess.
Right. Well, that's
What
quite
happens?
good.
What happens. We'll see how it goes.
Right, is that like a pirate kind of like thing? Is that like a pirate motto of just like, what happens, happens? Our matey kind of stuff. Sorry, I don't know pirates very well.
Wow, that's the racist snack.
Yeah. Wow, I'm sorry. That was really insensitive of me.
No, I don't know. I guess on the ship we were kind of pretty carefree with all of that. yeah, we just went wherever and did whatever we wanted. We didn't really stress too much about what was going to happen the next day. Yeah, I guess I don't know if everyone's like that though.
No,
It's
I
just
mean,
our ship, but
yeah, no, I mean, look, that's I can seems kind of sensible in some situations. I mean, like, ultimately, if the world's going to end,
oh, if it's going to end, I can't do shit about it.
well, I
So-
mean, look, it's possibly a good attitude to have. It's like, so maybe it's just all about trying to make the most of the time we've got before it does end. Go out, have some fun, see some interesting things, talk more dragons.
Yeah, exactly. I think Malia had a bit of fun with the dragon for a hot second.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's an interesting
Did he
perspective.
not give her all of it?
I'm not sure if we were involved in the same
Fucking hell.
conversation.
Excuse me?
It's come full
Oh.
circle.
Yeah.
has,
Normally,
indeed it
Malia
has.
just pokes out from behind the wall. Like,
Are you eavesdropping?
no.
Really not sure if we were involved in the same conversation or not, but
Oh, I wasn't really paying too much
I
attention.
mean,
I had a monkey chattering in my ear.
Yeah.
sometimes. He wasn't very happy with the dragon.
right,
Also
okay.
super tall. Like,
Yeah,
for no
you were
reason, you
also-
were like 12
He-
foot tall.
Yeah,
I was super tall.
you were
yeah.
super tall. It was
And
like,
my head was a bit lightheaded up there. I'm not used to
Yeah.
the different
yeah,
what's the word?
Altitude.
Thank
altitude.
you. That's
Yeah.
the word.
Cool. Thanks, Vermilion.
Don't mention it.
All right. Well, look, I just thought I'd come and check in, make sure you're.
Yeah, no,
all
thank
good
you. I
and-
appreciate
yeah.
it.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
I'll go and leave you to it.
Yeah, I gotta dry a monkey. So.
Excellent. Just like in the Feybark, that is a euphemism for something else.
I was really hoping it was.
Yeah, it's all right. Dry the monkey, dry the hog. It's all the same kind of thing. Anyway, I'll be
Yeah,
back later
exactly.
on. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Quit hugging the monkey.
I'll be fair. I'll be sure to give you a firm handshake later. I am, because that was the prize.
I think the last thing that I will do after getting dressed with the last vestiges of sea invisibility, while Velkior is still downstairs, I'm gonna loot the liquor cabinet.
Sweet.
Just gonna start shoving shit into the bag of holding,
Yeah. Brilliant.
indiscriminately stealing. Like at least, like I'm gonna adjust the bottles to the front of the cabinet so they look like there's still some left. But I'm gonna take whatever is else.
Yeah, but look, between what was drunk the other night, the night before, and the two that Sal stole, there are exactly 2 bottles that
Right, I'm
you
taking them both.
pilfer and 2 remaining in the cabinet.
Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna take all of them.
Done.
Fuck's sake, NVC.
Yeah, fucking
I
hell.
just got a message. It just says liquor cabinet. I don't even know a cabinet.
MVCDM, is there
put that
anything
in your
that
promo
Vermilion would
reel.
like to do over this particular passage of time, these few short hours while Velkior is catching up with the orphans?
Listen, in a very similar to Lilith kind of vibe, I do want to go to the kitchen and tiptoeing around any blood and corpses that may still be present in said kitchen. I would like to try and just pilfer some non-perishable food because trail food fucking sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. You can collect yourself, say, 6 days worth of rations from
Outstanding.
assorted things from the kitchen. The corpse has well and truly been cleaned up. So Mincy, the mute Goliath, has
What a
been
bro.
hard at work. Yeah, absolute bro. Just immediately, you don't know where the body is, but there's no evidence remaining of the absolutely horrific events that took place in this kitchen. At this time, anyway. Hey, we're going to take a little break there, and when we come back,
Roll the damage.
Okay.
Please, I actually need a break after all of this fucking chaos from everyone.
Okay. I think we all need a break from. Excellent.
I do
Okay.
not know what you are referring to.
Yeah. No one knows.
Okay, I'll share the conversation logs later.
Excellent. Hey, we'll be back in, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes or so. And we'll
That's right.
see if these buffoons ever make it out of this orphanage, or if I literally have to burn it down to get them out of here.
Hold on to your hogs,
We'll be back
everyone.
soon.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll moan more at that demand. I'm so sorry.
Anonymous mouth noises.
You are so welcome, baby hog.
Anonymous mouth noises. How are you
Hey,
feeling?
hey, NBC, can I get a? Oh yeah.
I really thought you were going to say that with the word hog in somehow. I thought, yep.
I'm disappointed, actually.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
we've returned. Remember?
You've done it on the stream now.
Yeah, did you
Oh
not
no.
know?
and
No.
can we just shout out Raven's Ridge Emporium really quickly? Because look at
Please.
this fucking thing. Look at that
Ah!
fucking little guy.
Look at
It's
this.
So cute. I want one so bad.
Adorable
I
little Raven.
won. Look, it's so. There's no word that I can say that's not going to be misconstrued. It's not. It has no give. It's very.
Hard,
I'm-
firm, turgid,
Just
tumescent.
say it.
Let you guys do it.
Did you say tumescent?
I did. I
Yeah.
did say
I
tumescent.
fucking knew it. Excellent.
Hi, we're back. We're the Lorites. We are technically playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
2014 version.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
around
thought we were playing
Fuck, what's
heroes and hogs.
Hogs and Heroes. Okay. Let me think real hard, real quick. I'm
I
gonna.
prefer when you think soft, if I'm being honest.
Great. I'm gonna do a quick little recap of what's just
Recap, hard
happened.
mode.
Not
I think
actually
it's time for a
lot.
break, guys.
Yeah, it's time for a break. No, everyone got
Give me 3
clean.
minutes.
Everyone got clean is what happened. Lilith attempted to reach out to a person from her past with very little success. Technical success. Didn't seem to get out of it what she was hoping for, which was a bit sad. Sellerslow just constantly pestered Malia a whole bunch about how she feels about some new information about her family. Vermilion constantly pestered Malia about how Malia's family is dead. And Tidywing received a name in her tome via a new page that exists in that book.
I think you're also missing the most important part about Tiny Wings' adventure, which was the gravy boat.
Yes, correct. Tidywing specifically got clean via a gravy boat. And Kaori has absolutely screwed the plumbing of this orphanage forever with her pet monkey.
Really wondering where that was going for a minute.
I'm pretty sure that covers it. Did I miss anything super important? Oh, there was like
We also looted the place.
Say Lilith and
There's
Malia had a very touching moment.
No food or alcohol left.
Yeah, correct. It's been stripped bare.
There was actually no touching in that moment, Saz.
So Malia you said that you were kind of hanging around where Valkyr
Yeah.
was in this sitting room, and so in the room, so Valkyr, Nessie, the High Priestess, and all of the children have been in this sitting room. He's just been essentially sharing stories. The kids are all super excited that he's back, and after a couple of hours of that, exactly as he said, he heads up into his office. As he passes you, he will say, Miss Redwood.
You can just call me Malia. I don't like any formalities.
I'll call you whatever I wish.
Okay, well, you won't.
I wonder if your skills in tracking and acquiring things are as proficient as those of your parents in their time. I wonder if perhaps you could do some work for me of this nature.
Depends what you're paying.
He's gonna get you killed.
Come up to the office. We can certainly discuss payment and the terms. It's not the kind of thing I wish for the children to hear.
Is Vermilion actually there, by the way?
Great
No.
question.
Okay.
I have no
Excellent.
idea.
Million is everywhere all at once.
It's just like trailing Malia constantly, just picking around walls, checking in on his
Yeah, great.
bestie.
No, I will not say anything, but I'll follow.
Hanging upside down from the roof like a bat at this point.
Yeah.
Excellent. I will follow.
Excellent. And to that point, so the rest of you also have that open invitation to head in and talk to Valkyr. Entirely your decision as to whether or not you do that now or hold off and have a conversation on your own if you wish to do so.
I think after looting the liquor cabinet, I would have sat at his desk and started to journal. And then he probably walks in.
Just
my
a
feet
power
are up on the
move with you on his desk.
Yeah, my feet are up on the desk and I'm flipping through old entries as he when he walks in.
Excellent.
As a legal representative, I feel like I should be present for all contractual negotiation.
Brilliant. Valkyr will walk into the office and, seeing Lilith in his chair, will gesture for her to vacate it.
Not looking at him.
Excuse me.
You're excused. Don't do it again.
I believe you're occupying my seat.
No, you didn't really care whose seat it was when you disappeared for 2 years and left all these children to be possessed by carionets, but, you know.
I have a really important question. What does the painting look like?
Oh yeah, what is the fucking painting look like?
Excellent question. There is a beautifully painted small cotton doll in the exact same pose as Valkyr, Malia, and Vermilion had been. Very kind of regal-looking pose, but super tiny in the foreground compared to the bleak landscape behind us.
We immediately
Just that
turn the
big-ass
painting
ring on it.
around so that we don't have to look at it because that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's by far the creepiest version of the painting that you've seen yet.
Yeah, cool.
And the little button eyes kind of stare into your soul as you grab the painting and turn it around. Get kind of like chills down your spine doing so.
I absolutely get up and turn it back around to cover up the fact that the safe is definitely still open from the night before.
At which point Valkyr will recover his seat and sit behind his desk.
No friends in the seat game.
Correct. All right, so that puts Vermilion, Lilith, and Malia in the room. Tiny Wing, you would have seen Valkyr exiting the sitting room from your position on high. Sal, wherever you are lurking around, you'll have had the opportunity to see Malia and Valkyr moving up to the office as well. Will you two also be heading up, or are you going to get up to mischief elsewise?
I have a new page to play with, so I'm writing.
Cool. What? Okay, you're writing. Is there a specific thing that you would like to write in the page?
Just about everything that's happened since she got there.
Okay, so also journaling, essentially.
Essentially.
Okay.
So, yep, Sal, he's curious. He'll go and just fucking follow.
Groovy. Would you like a response to what it is that you're writing, Tiny Wing? Or just...
Well, I don't know if she knows, inherently what it would do.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if she gets one, it'll be a surprise.
Is it a death note? Are you just assassinating people?
Vermilion drops dead.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, not again.
I'm wondering how this would work. So if you want to use that, let me know. But yeah, you'll need to, I guess, queue up the actual words that go in the first 25 words. And if we're journaling, it could easily just cut off into a strange
There's
point.
no word limit on that.
Oh, is there not? Brilliant.
No.
Cool. Okay. In any case, I don't think you would actually get a response.
Not a problem.
At this point, anyway. Valkyr, from his seat, will again say to Malia, "There was an item your parents were attempting to find for me. It appears that they never did so, and my agents have not been able to acquire it since. With the Oathrife now at large, it becomes more important than ever to retrieve it.
So
If-
this was like the last thing they were supposed to get, before
The
whatever
thing that
happened.
got him killed, right?
not,
Whatever happened.
not necessarily. No, it's.
I don't know where in their journey they disappeared, so it could have been before. Who knows?
My associates all have a list of items from one of Minspill's prophecies. The difficulty with this is these items may not use those names. As with all prophecy, things can be muddled, things can be incorrect, things can be misconstrued. But your parents were tasked with locating the heart of the Haven Tree.
Part of the behavior tree?
The Haven Tree.
Oh, Haven tree. Sorry, I misunderstood what you said there.
What exactly does this thing do?
Haven tree. Huh?
I'm afraid I do not know. It is one of the most cryptic references in Minspill's prophecies, and evidently that is why it has been one of the hardest to find.
Having grown up in a coven,
Hmm.
have I heard of this before?
Interesting. Roll for me a religion check.
Yeah, let's go with my fucking intelligence. 6. I know it's never gonna be good.
Wow.
Hang on, let me roll with disadvantage because it was so long ago. 4.
Cool.
Not pass an intelligence check to save my life.
Ooh,
Are there any
tree,
references
leaves.
to the Haven tree?
Let's for Vermilion. One moment. You're gonna do it as a nature check, I think.
Fuck yeah.
Vermilion?
Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck. +5, 23.
Excellent. You, as a druid, have heard similar types of names ascribed to sacred to the trees that are at the center of certain types of sacred groves. So there's not a whole lot of them. There's perhaps one in the area that you're from.
But it strikes that it, like, the Haven tree seems like a legitimate moniker that actually refers to an actual tree and isn't like some kind of...
Correct.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Writing that down.
And it's not uncommon in those sacred groves for the heart of whatever that particular tree happens to be named to be a relic or item of some kind that the grove itself either protects or that the grove has been established around due to the importance of that relic. If you were to undertake this task for me, Ms. Redwood, you would certainly be well recompensed for your time and effort. And perhaps...
I'm gonna need a number, if that's okay.
Miss Redwood, could I sidebar with you real quick?
You can,
As your legal representative?
fucking never call me that again. Shit. Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
I step aside with you.
So this guy seems like he's loaded, so I think we could get at least 15 gold out of him. So at least
You
aim
would-
for that.
You
Or-
would see Malia literally physically fucking laugh.
But also,
As
like, also, if he could give us some of the payment in diamonds, because I feel like this is dangerous and we might need them.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna do this negotiating myself, I think. But I appreciate your expertise.
Oh no, this was more just to make him feel like we're serious. I have no idea what we're doing.
So I'm gonna step away. Pay attention back to Melchior.
Excellent. Did you have a particular fee in mind, or?
If if my parents died, at least on this journey, and no one else has been able to recover it, I can't give you a number because I think that's pretty fucking priceless. So, for that reason, I would dig rather deep if I were you.
If nothing else, I feel the opportunity would grant you perhaps some closeness to your past, would be my hope. But I'm certainly...
That sounds like a threat.
I'm certainly willing to dig deep, as you say. And he will reach just kind of into the air beside him, and a small kind of fold in the fabric of reality will open, and he'll kind of shuffle around for a little bit.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
And kind of pull up two hefty looking pouches and just kind of throw them on the desk, and this little fold in reality stitches itself back up nice and cleanly. You'll find one of these pouches is full of an assortment of what you might call precious stones. One is full of assorted coins. You may take both and receive
And
more
I will.
if the heart of the Haven Tree is identified. Send word to me. If it can be recovered, even better.
We're also going to need any leads you have on this, because I'm not just going to start stabbing around in the dark.
Contrary to her usual demeanor.
Darling, you're so good at it.
I am fucking good at it. Thank you.
Yeah, what leads were Miss Malia's parents tracking down
Fucking hell.
when they were so horribly and gruesomely murdered.
Hey, Pro, just while all of this conversation's going on, Sal's just gonna concentrate a little bit and use Veritas on Valkior and Malia.
Okay.
So that's a charisma saving throw. DC something. DC 16.
Do I need to make this?
Yeah, so this is what Valkior had used on Malia in our previous session. Specifically, actually, I assume you've got it up in front of you. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, so make the saving throw, Malia.
Yeah, that's a natural one.
Wow. And what
Actually
was...
saves, surprisingly.
Excellent. What was the DC?
16.
Yeah, also Valkior has also failed.
Okay. So basically for the next 10 minutes and if either of them are lying in any fashion in which they communicate, whether it's speech, writing, anything.
Yeah, and
Cool.
the first form of communication that Sal will immediately take note of after using that particular skill will be the immediate response of Valkior's probing mind at having his own touched. And the weight of it is immense. The sheer bulk of acuity to this psyche that you feel is like nothing you've ever experienced before. And he does not press back gently, but nor does
So
he
he
attempt to do
knows
any
that I've
damage.
done this.
He absolutely does.
Okay. All right.
When you say lying, is that based specifically on speech, or is this like an insight thing also?
So on a failed save, you know when the creature speaks, writes, or otherwise communicates a lie.
Yeah.
I guess the only lie that you would sense is all the false confidence. that Malia is currently feeling. There is absolutely zero confidence there whatsoever.
With Valkior,
Mm-hmm.
Sal's going to push back. He wants to kind of like test boundaries.
Okay. How are we going to do this? Okay, let's roll a flat d20 for me. Give me what you got. And we'll add your intelligence modifier to it real quick.
Okay. Come on, dice. It's a 19.
Magnificent. Valkior's conversation with Malia doesn't falter, doesn't stop at all. So this is all kind of occurring whilst he's still talking. You successfully nudge that psyche back a little. And for the briefest of moments, he kind of looks over at you and has this look of, he's quite clearly unexpectedly impressed with that. In answer to Malia's question, though, or Vermilion, I think, asked about the leads.
I think we both kind of did in tandem.
Yeah. The Redwoods specifically were attempting to track down the Scroll of Many Tongues, which, to those who are able to read it, is said to provide guidance on the location of the Varel. They were unsuccessful in retrieving the scroll themselves, but they were vital in its ultimate retrieval. That would be your surest lead.
Okay. Selfish question. You had an understanding of my brother's death, right? That's something you said.
I did indeed see that unfortunate circumstance come to pass.
I don't want to go
Some might say you were
into
directly
it.
responsible for it.
Some would be wrong.
I would like to ask then, and this is completely separate unless it's intertwined. You don't know who was responsible?
I do not. I assumed the men who entered your home were just bandits doing bandit shit.
Wow, that's anticlimactic. Thank you.
It truly is, and I am so sorry for that. But it is a terrible world that we live in, and sadly, the worst of it is quite mundane.
Right. Thank you for that wonderful closure.
Salazlo, it is immediately apparent to you that he is absolutely lying. So, I take it then that you are interested in my offer of employment.
I can't speak for the rest of us.
I'm in.
Okay, I can speak for Vermilion then. But this is something that I would be comfortable with pursuing.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's excellent. So great.
Well,
I wonder what we can utilize that money for.
NBC, you win.
So, Lord Addy, if I'm understanding this right, you're welcome. If I'm understanding this right, he just said that the scroll of many tongues, the scroll of uncertain providence that we have is the best way of understanding where other Varel are.
Correct.
And Maggie knows how to read it, who is the swamp hag.
As does David's mother.
Yeah, but she seems like arguably worse.
Who has that scroll at the moment?
I think, doesn't Vermilion have it? Yeah.
No.
Vermilion? I'm going to say in your head, Vermilion.
Okay.
Vermilion.
Ah! I scream out loud.
Oh, yeah. You haven't had that happen before. I forgot about that. You have that scroll with you, correct?
Hello, who is this?
I'm just going to put my hand on your shoulder from behind you.
Ah!
May I see it?
Can I reply in my head, or do I have to
No.
speak out loud? Okay.
You have to speak out loud.
Maybe not here.
I'd prefer it to be here, actually.
Okay, but
You sounded like a Wookiee then.
not touching me.
I'll take my hand off your
Thank you.
shoulder.
Oh, sure. Let me just find it for you. Oh, here it is.
Cool. I'm going to take it, if you'll let me take it.
It was in my scroll pouch the whole time.
Well,
Your pouch of infinite scrolls.
My
You go next to your
scroll
pouch of
tube.
infinite
Apples.
pouch of infinite apples. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. The only thing keeping me alive at this point. That and the moths.
I think after that failed sending, I'm feeling a little reckless, and I'd like to try and read this scroll.
Dear God.
Oh, fuck.
Velkior, as this scroll comes out, his demeanor changes. It's almost one of touching on reverence, looking at this thing, but also fear. Ash, I'm going to have you please roll initially a d8.
What one's that?
everything is fine.
Everything
It's
is
all
fucked
gonna
up.
be okay.
It's a 2.
We're all gonna die because.
Oh, okay, incredible.
My heart rate is 165, in case anyone was wondering. It is thundering.
Magnificent. I will need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep.
Oh.
That's a natural 20. I'm not even joking. I'll take a picture of it right now. It's a nat 20.
Excellent.
Yeah, I was like, mate, it's not a 10, is it? No, it's 20.
Brilliant. Then, in which case, you feel, and unlike the other two who didn't kind of clock this when when they glanced at the scroll, you
Missing
feel
something first time.
you feel layers of magic wrapped around this item. Not just layers, like there are knots and twists and furrows in the weave that have been built into and around this thing. And that is not even the item itself. That is just a capsule that surrounds it in order to protect it, in order
So
to
it's kind of
stop
like-
it from being read in the first place.
So it's kind of like caged within the weave itself.
Correct.
Hey, Pro,
Yo.
just above table real quick. Can we, I know this is very awkward and uncomfortable. Can we just take a really quick 5-minute break? Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
That would be great.
And we're back! Hey, look at us being
Thanks.
back.
I had to wash out my filthy mouth.
It's truly so filthy, and yet
The pretty filthy mouth.
the trash continues.
Oh.
Wow. It doesn't take itself out all the time.
Mm. Hey, you've been presented a job opportunity from an old man who's actually a dragon. And
It was a dragon, man.
Lilith has asked to see the Scroll of Many Tongues, aka
Yeah, how's that
the
going?
Scroll of Uncertain Provenance, and has discovered on looking initially at it that it seems to be watered in some way by an insanely complex pattern of magic ensorceling this scroll, which Lilith successfully navigates around, and there is no detrimental impact to you, Lilith,
Yet.
on that. Now, with that, and at this point, Velkior is almost kind of like rising out of his seat. Be very, very careful with that.
Not listening.
Do I have it back now?
And he will slowly stand and kind of approach you, staring at this thing. One moment. Okay, because he's going to do the thing too. Okay. Nat 20 will do it. All right, fine. He successfully is now kind of opposite you, and the both of you are staring at this scroll. Looking at it, the thing that you note first is, I assume you are unraveling this scroll and actually attempting to read it, yeah?
Yeah, I want to take in as much information as I can if it's possible.
Cool.
Honestly, I'm just glad to not be screaming. It's great.
Right?
What a wonderful day.
Mm.
Yeah, what kind
I
of
wanna-
loser would
I
scream
wanna
after reading it?
Yeah, true. I want to unroll it in a way that it's facing me and not necessarily Belkior. Like if I'm holding it kind of up, like angling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty tall. I don't know how tall Belkior is.
He's not short, but he's nowhere near the height of
Can I use him
Lilith.
as a book rest? No, I'm just kidding.
You can try.
I'm not going to.
Okay, all right. Now I have you in front of me. Let's go. So what you notice is you can recognize individual words within the phrasing of common, sylvan, undercommon. Those
And
words,
telepathic.
those words seem to shift and move as you attempt to kind of get some kind of contextual clues as to what they might mean, and you are unable to glean any meaning from the scroll at all.
Son of a bitch. You're just mad that I passed that check. No, that's okay. What words, like, can you send me a list later of things that I might see within this?
The.
Great.
And
Wow.
teapot. You think you see. But then the words change. Again, the words themselves shift and unravel. Not physically, but it's as though your understanding of the word is being manipulated as you're attempting to read it, and the meaning of the words that are presented is changing before your eyes.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna stand there looking at it, pretending like I'm reading it good.
It is the problem with the Scroll of Many Tongues, so it is said, is that it was once divinely blessed by a being which is no more, thought to be destroyed by the Oathrive. Mud-Eye Maggie may be one of the last beings in this land with enough of a connection to that entity to be able to interpret the scroll. It is no small feat to navigate the protections that bind it.
I am no small woman.
Indeed.
And I'm going to roll the scroll back up while maintaining eye contact with Velkior and then just hand it off to Vermilion.
Thank you. I put it back in my
Apple
scroll
pouch.
tube.
Hey, why do we need rations if you have a pouch of infinite apples?
Because I get sick of apples.
Oh, that was not in character.
It was now. Speaking of impressive, and Velkior will kind of spin on his heel and look over at Sal.
Spit on his heel?
Spin.
Hawk tour?
Mm-hmm, hawk tour.
Spit on that thing.
I think you mean hog tour.
Oh no.
Spit on that peg.
Oh.
Oh god, bacon grease everywhere.
Fucking hell. That was very impressive what you did earlier.
Thank you.
I've not necessarily believed the rumors of the survival of the Elon bloodlines, but perhaps there is something to them after all.
I'm sorry, but the what bloodlines?
Said in ages distant, in what my people call the First Kingdoms, when the world was still very young, that there were a remarkably gifted group of people who built an empire and ruled it quite fiercely, in fact. Classic mythological stuff, cities in the sky, incredible psionic power, that kind of thing. They were said to have fallen due to their own hubris, challenged the gods, and were punished for it. Long gone now, of course. Almost vanished from memory entirely, in fact. And yet here you are. Tell me, when did you acquire this gift of yours?
I mean, it's something that I've had since an early age, I suppose. It's just something that's sort of always kind of been there, but and you sort of look a little bit nervously around at the others. I mean, since I was small, and it's just sort of growing over time.
And does it come easily to you? Is this something you've had to learn? Surely there cannot be many who share this particular talent.
I mean, I've had one or two teachers over time that helped me kind of control it a little bit more than what I could when I was younger.
If your friend, associate here, retrieves the heart of the Haven Tree, be sure to return here. I will facilitate an introduction to some friends of mine that may be of interest to you, that may be able to help expand on those skills, perhaps. The priests of Aelior are reclusive, but I think they will take an interest in what you have here.
Are they like dragons like you, or
No.
They're just kind of like people like me?
Not like you, exactly. But familiar with aspects of what seems to be going on in there. And he's no longer like talking to you. He's like quite obviously psychically just kind of like poking around a little bit. It's like you can kind of feel an unwelcome intrusion in your mind, and it is exactly like someone has just kind of walked into your home and is just kind of looking through all of your stuff.
I mean, an introduction would be nice, and if you want to get inside my head, like, you could just ask, and rather than kind of poking around. But also, I'm just kind of curious while you're doing that, why did you lie about some of the stuff that you were talking about, Malia? And I guess for the rest of the group, you might see a slightly more serious looking Sal at this point in time, as opposed to the kind of the bubbling whatever he's been up until now.
They're just staring deeply into each other's eyes.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
I'm
Hot.
sorry. Sal, what are you referring to?
The situation with your brother. Valkyrie, you're asking us to go and do something which is probably quite risky, and I get that you're offering like money and all these other things, but like this is family. Like, this is something that for Malia is like, you don't lie about that kind of stuff. I don't know why you're trying to conceal it.
Care to elaborate, please?
Very clever. I do, in fact, owe you an apology.
I don't want your fucking apology. I'd like your answers.
It became evident.
No, I want the short version.
Very well. The men who came to your home, they were looking for something that belonged to me.
Great. What was that?
They were foolish enough to believe that the gift I gave to your parents, the very same gift I have bestowed upon you, was of physical value. They learned of this and thought that they could take it for themselves, profit from it. There was no lie when I told you that it was a mundane death that befell your brother.
Oh, I'm aware. I was, in fact, there. I don't know if you know that part, but watching someone die is a whole fucking experience.
Indeed. If it's of any consolation.
No, it's not.
Very well. But rest assured, that event has been revenged.
So,
care to be more specific?
I ate them, my dear.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Fuck. Veritas lasts for 10 minutes.
I think we'd just be looking at the end of that 10 minutes at this stage.
But what he's
Yeah,
saying is all legit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other deep and meaningful scratches into our little white lies we would like to explore, or?
I don't think that's deep and meaningful. I think that's quite surface. Like it's literally my twin brother fucking died. I asked you a question and you lied about it. Like it's not that deep.
Fair. I dislike my part to play, my association with those events. The children that stay here are truly my treasures, as your parents were in their time as youngsters. Yes, Lilith.
As he's saying this, can I cast Detect Thoughts?
You may.
So it says here, I just read it. Where the fuck did it go? Sorry, there's like 4 paragraphs to this spell. 5 paragraphs to this spell. It says that you can gain where is it? Oh, that's if I probe deeper. I just want to know his surface thoughts, because surface thoughts, he doesn't have to make a wisdom saving throw and doesn't know that I'm in his mind, theoretically.
Okay.
So I'm mostly looking for when he's saying he's regretting shit, when he's saying, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, these children are my pride and joy, blah, blah, blah. What direction are his thoughts kind of going in?
So this spell, how is it being cast specifically?
Silently and without material components, because it is a feature of my telepathy, my telepathic feat. I do not have to do anything in order to do this.
So hot. Love that.
So I'm just standing there.
Perfect.
Don't even need to look at him.
His surface thoughts are flitting around between the recent reunion with the children downstairs and reflecting on the crunch of bones eating 2 large burly men many years ago.
Sure, I want to wait about 30 seconds and then try and probe deeper into his mind. He'll have to make a wisdom saving throw.
As he's talking about Malia's parents specifically, his mind does turn again to a different time in the past.
Hang on, he has to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Before I can probe deeper.
How deep are you going to probe?
All the way.
I'd say like a hog's width.
Look at it. Fucking hell. What is this son of a bitch's fucking wisdom modifier? What's the DC?
What do you roll?
You rolled an 18.
Fuck, it's a 16. So, if it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows you are probing into its mind unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts. So I'm just gonna, real quick, shift him to Vermilion because I'm kind of curious about what the fuck's going on in his head.
Everyone is curious about what the fuck is going on in Vermilion's head at all times. I'm so curious.
Hey!
Oh, Vermilion also has to make a wisdom save because it's the deeper probe.
Wisdom save. Oh gosh.
The one you're good at, bro.
Vermilion has $1 every time it's been deeply probed. Wisdom save. That's a 16. What do I add to my save? 7.
That's okay. The DC was only 16, bro.
Oh, okay, well then. Surprise! You get nothing. Hello,
cool,
Vermilion can't come to the thoughts right now. Please leave a message.
Checks out. Excellent. Yeah, that checks out.
What if I could turn into a hog?
Stunning.
Oh no.
As I was saying, the children are truly my treasures, and regarding your parents, I failed them on multiple fronts.
You've already said that.
It wounds me.
Okay, well, it wounds me more. The thing is when you take away someone's parents and all they got left is one other person, that's probably the harder loss of the two.
I'm sure. I will say, your parents were under no obligation to me. They enjoyed their work.
I'm not blaming you. Not for that. Not for that.
Very well. Perhaps in time I'll find a way to, if not make it up to you,
I'd rather you didn't.
to make the undertaking you're about to pursue worth your while. It is the very least that I can do.
You can make it up to me. I always need help.
What specific help do you require?
You have any courage?
It's never been something I deal in. I don't really need it. I have sufficient power, arrogance, and might to...
Cool, could you clip me off a piece of that, maybe?
I think something the children have taught me is ultimately we each possess the specific and exact tools that we require to overcome our own failings. We just have to find them.
I think I have more failings than I have tools at this point. Although I can inspect rope, that's a skill, right?
Doesn't seem to be particularly useful.
Cool, well thanks anyway. So, we ready to leave? I've had just about enough of this guy.
Indeed. So that's that guy. Kaori and Tiny Wing have been hanging around kind of on their own. Kaori, I don't think, is in the room. Tiny Wing is not in the room. Was there anything that you two kind of wanted to cover off before grouping up and deciding exactly what it is you would like to do from here?
I think noticing that the words on her page disappear as, you know, after a minute of writing them. But the name still stays there. She might go and find Velkior and ask him very politely if he might like to add his name to her page as well, just to sort of see if it stays there as well.
Brilliant. And Velkior will do a short little bow of his head.
I have a question. Why does everyone keep doing that and the thing with the knees that the ladies do and the bending? What is this?
Oh, you sweet summer child.
That's
It is customary to be kind and courteous to those of your kind.
I don't know anything about my kind, so...
Yeah, I can help you out. So, for example, when leaving, I will do this to Velkior. That means I respect you.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, dude. Also,
Right.
hi, Aaron.
He's been waiting for that.
He's been waiting the whole.
Hey, hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
It would be an honor
I'm
to
sorry, is that
provide
Brit
you...
Award nominated DM Eric?
Whoa.
We're talking about?
In
Yeah, like
our
Crit
chat.
Award.
In our chat?
Whoa.
Crit Award nominated Dungeon Master, who is
Wow,
currently
really?
running a mini series called Let's Roll for Dingoes. That's really fun.
That's
Fucking-
we should all be on our best behavior.
It's real fucking good, mate.
Whoa.
Get it in here. Yeah,
Aaron,
so...
have you heard about the hog?
Fucking hell. Velkior...
I'm just leaving it at that.
Velkior is more than happy to write his name in Tiny Wing's book, and he will write in Draconic Galkafir as opposed to Velkior.
Two names. Yay.
What exactly is this in aid of, little one?
I don't know. I wanted to see if it would stay because I've written other things on there and they disappeared after a little while. But the other name stayed. So I want to see if your name stays too, or if it's just my writing that disappears.
It's a curious little thing.
I had a lot of time to myself before I got here. I'm used to trying to work things out on my own.
You intrigue me. You have no knowledge of the fundamental aspects of your own being. How does that come to be?
I didn't get to be me. I lived in a jar.
A jar?
I think that's what you call it, the glass things that you can see through.
Having only recently been freed from a particularly lengthy imprisonment myself.
Whose fault was that?
I can relate.
Whose fault was what?
The jar? He'll ask Vermilion, very deliberately not acknowledging the obvious question.
His own absolute fallibility. I thought a jar was when you leave a door kind of open.
Wrong jar?
That's a good one. I might use that.
You can utilize it to the best of your ability.
Brilliant.
You prick.
Hot.
You're a rather unpleasant little creature, aren't you?
Says the person who let free the greatest evil he's ever known.
Yeah, I
Out
haven't
of
done
fit
that
of
yet.
hubris. Yeah, me either.
There are a
I'm just
number
a
of
terrible
things.
person.
There are a number of things that I will tolerate, and talking to Vermilion like that is not one of them.
That's okay. I'm gonna go wait in the cart.
I have good news. You can all leave at any time.
Million is absolutely gonna go and wait in the cart.
I have better
cart?
news. So can
I'm
you.
gonna find a cart and wait in it.
I do hope that my hospitality, such as it is, has benefited you in some way, and wish you all very good luck in our mutual endeavor.
Speaking of benefiting from this, we will also, in fact, be requiring transportation. So if you do have a cart or anything of the likes to spare, we will need that effective immediately.
There's definitely an old, or was, I haven't looked, I guess, out near the garden shed. I'm sure Findle's old wagon might be out there.
Great. We'll be taking that.
Well, I understand he will not be needing it, so you are welcome to it. I'm afraid I
Yes, I
cannot
wonder who
provide
sold
you
that
with
was.
any form of animal to pull it, though.
Got it covered, thanks.
Good to hear. Anything else I can provide you?
Pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Yes, I'd like to know when I am.
You'll kind
And
of
also a pocket for the watch.
zip open this seam in reality real quick and just kind of lean in, fiddle
Very
around for a bit,
specific request.
pull it out, and there will be 2 pocket watches, and he kind of goes to grab one. No, that would be a very bad idea, and hands Lilith a pocket watch, and then zips
As I
this seam back up.
take it, I'm gonna eyeball him again. I'm just gonna be like, you might want to start digging up some of the fresher graves. That's where the Carinets were buried. The ones that possessed the children that walked themselves out of this place.
Now that I am returned, I shall immediately set about replacing the protections on this building and its inhabitants. But thank you for the advice.
The children's... You know what? I don't care.
The other thing we're gonna need real quick is I don't know if you've noticed, but Kaori has a monkey, and we're gonna need all the rations that you can provide
And a
for this
gun.
animal.
And a tiny hat.
Fuck off.
Not give the monkey a gun.
Give the monkey a fucking gun.
I'll take the gun. You can give the monkey the ration.
You can certainly talk to Harding about provisions.
Oh no, this is about what you can provide. And since you have some sort of weird pocket dimension, I'm sure you can pull some fucking shit out of that.
You think I keep perishables in my fucking secret hiding
Well, the point
hole
of
in reality?
rations. The point of rations is they're like 99% not perishable.
I have.
Like you can carry them for so long.
I have not needed to eat or drink for more than 600 years before I was trapped in a painting. I'm
Well, that's
afraid
real cute. I'm
that
not asking about
snacks
you.
is not something I carry around with me.
Well, then you can ask for us.
And he will kind of close his eyes quickly. Done.
Excellent. See, was that hard?
Sorry, the fragile nature of your bodies is not something I pay a whole lot of attention to.
It's okay, I wasn't asking you to, so.
Is that all? Should we make a list?
Kiara, you need anything else?
Tiny shirt for your monkey.
Second
Maybe.
monkey.
Do you have any more alcohol?
Fucking hell.
Uh,
The
Hey, you
drunkest
got a bottle of
cart ride.
rosé?
Excellent. Velcro will kind of just click his fingers, and the liquor cabinet will appear, no longer invisible, and he will just kind of eyeball it. It would appear not. I am very sorry.
Oh yes, Nessie was like 3 bottles deep last night. It was wonderful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
we
did
call
drink a
her,
lot, didn't she?
We call it 3-bottle Nessie. Hey, Salazlo, do you need anything?
Probably just to leave this place right now.
Okay.
I think. Yep.
Hey, Tiny Wing, you need anything?
Nope, I got what I needed.
Great. Then I guess you've done the bare minimum.
Well, I look forward to hearing from you with updates on your progress. Again, the heart of the Haven
Unless I
Tree.
die.
I suspect between you all, you'll find that you're far more competent than you believe.
It's not about belief, but
Back on
okay.
Team Velcro.
And he's so deleted.
And he will retake his seat, throw his feet up on his desk, pull a book out from his seam in reality, and
Seaman reality?
Mhm.
What? Sorry?
Yes,
What?
from
Sorry?
his seam in reality.
Why is the book why
Wow.
the pages welded shut?
Shakes the pages off real
Where did he
quick.
get his semen reality from?
Stop.
Jeez.
Almost heard and thought the same thing at the same
I did
time.
not. I did actually not.
Can we clip that, please? Thank you.
Can we not? Can we forget that ever happened?
And
No.
proceeds to completely ignore the shit out of you all from that point on.
Wow.
As a pirate, quite a lot about semen.
Excellent.
Mm.
Where's it going with this?
That's all.
No, it was just there and needed to be taken, and that's absolutely fine. And
I'm gonna
you know what?
turn and
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say I'm gonna turn and address the group, and I'm just gonna be like, right, if it's decided we're traveling together, should we leave this damn place?
Sure.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I am so tired of all these children.
Pavilion away.
And like half a dozen of them immediately just go screaming and cackling past
I'm
the
gonna cast
office.
Thaumaturgy out into the hallway and create a minor tremor in the ground.
Ooh,
Because it's a power of Thaumaturgy.
I cast Thunderwave.
fucking hell.
Thunderwave immediately.
No.
All right.
Not really.
Fireball.
You cause harmful tremors in the ground.
So
Just pit
there
bulls start
is, in
playing.
fact, you will find outside next to the garden shed in the backyard area a truly ancient and decrepit wagon. The wood
Okay.
is not super healthy. There are holes in it, but you know it's serviceable. It'll hold shit, and you can latch it onto stuff and drag it along.
Is it like a cart, or is it like a wheelbarrow?
It is more like
in terms of-
more like a car, like a large. It's like 6x6.
Like, so people
like
could fit in it, is
wooden
what I mean.
cart. Absolutely. It
Cool.
would not be safe to put more than say 3 people on it.
Does Tiny Wing count as a person on account of?
For those purposes, probably not. No.
I'm going to spend a couple minutes using mending to sort of maybe repair some of it.
Yeah, brilliant.
Just at least so the axle spins. Axle's the thing that spins, right? That holds the wheels on and it all spins
Does.
together, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to fix all that.
Vehicles.
Entire chunks of rust
Driving.
come off of it, and the wood itself is practically regrows, and this thing is in bits and pieces mended.
And then I drew crop flowers all over it.
Can I use plant growth to get some like vines and stuff to just sort of help shore up everything a little bit to be like, a little bit more solid in the framework?
Yeah, and it has the added benefit of making it somewhat comfier, I guess, to perch oneself in as well.
Zephyr will grab a stick and add it to just on the top of the actual. Yep. Just to, 'cause he's
I'm gonna take one of my ribbons and I'm gonna tie it on like a little flag because I get what Zephyr's. I'm picking up what he's putting down.
What color's the ribbon?
Good.
What color is the ribbon? What colors have I
Bring me
got?
white.
Surely it's purple.
Yeah, it'd be like a dark purple.
Sick.
cute.
If it's cool, kind of after I guess this whole vine thing happens, and I guess we're all waiting for the sticks to be tied to the wagon and stuff. I would attempt to just not super sidebar. I don't want to isolate us, but just like 1 or 2 steps away, pull Vermilion aside physically, if they will allow.
What? Hey, bud. Oh, Miss Malia, how can I help you today?
Please never call me that again.
Nope.
You can just call me my name. I'm gonna give you this once, and we're never gonna speak of it ever again.
Okay,
Pinky promise?
sure. What are you giving me?
Shake the pinky. Losing my twin brother was genuinely the hardest thing I've ever had to go through.
Shit, you guys were
Because-
twins? I didn't even realize that. I'm sorry.
You didn't ask, but
I
it
realized.
also it's fun. It's details, right? When you grow up with someone and then you lose them, it's really difficult. And I'm sure you've been through your own losses. I do think that
Yeah.
despite all of your courage issues, there is someone underneath that understands what I'm speaking of.
Yeah.
And for that reason, you are quite literally the closest thing I've had to family for a really long time. Stop it. Don't do that. But I need you to be so aware that we need to have each other's backs. Because while I don't distrust anyone else here necessarily anymore, you and I started this journey together, and I think we should finish it.
Got it. Finish together.
Also, shut up, and I walk away.
Okay. Great. Is that the cart fixed? Are we all ready to go?
And it's just, you turn around and it's just Lilith holding up different shades of purple to the monkey.
Going through color swatches.
Yeah, going through-
Yes.
going through the thing like
He picks the darkest shade of purple that you have.
The cart.
All right. Well, I guess all aboard. And I'm gonna William's gonna take off his pack and just put it in the cart, and then just kind of harness himself into where you would put a steed. And I would like to use Wild Shape to turn into a hog the size of a horse.
Yeah.
Giant hog it is. Yeah, well done.
Wow.
It's like a razorback hog, and it's like mohawk bristle is green.
Fucking brilliant.
Quick,
Love
roll
that.
D10.
Do
Roll a
it.
D10. Yeah, okay.
Fucking hell. And this cart then finally trundles off, rolling off. As,
The funniest
as
part
though to
being that none
exit.
of us are on the cart.
That's right.
Vermilion gallops
Wait up!
Um, and I think so you would pull this cart from out in the back and be going around the side of the orphanage itself. And from the front door, you'll see Valkyr, Harding, and just an absolute bunch of kids will kind of be there and just kind of like waving you all off then, if you are in fact leaving.
Just
at this
Lilith
time.
being like,
No, I am going to use disguise self to turn myself into that guy who totally got stabbed and died in the kitchen, whose name I can't remember.
Which
Oh, no.
does give Isabella, who had started to run towards you all, brief pause as she does that. And it seemed like initially she was running, I guess, in
hell?
Malia's direction, and instead runs towards the image of Findle.
Oh no, it's like bloody Findle.
Oh no!
Oh,
Okay,
good
that
God.
child.
No.
That child immediately turns on her heels and hides back under
Oh no.
under Valkyr's legs.
I drop it like within 10 seconds. It's just to scare the kids, because
Excellent. And on that,
wow.
what would have otherwise been adorably charming moment that was turned into something truly fucking
Ruined
gruesome and
forever.
terrifying, we will in fact hold it there. Congratulations, you've left the orphanage. Well done. I'm so
Yeah.
Oh, I really thought you were going to
It
say
only
level
took
6.
12.
so proud of you all.
12
Yeah, level,
months.
yeah, level 12.
Yeah,
No, I
it
told
only
you.
took us
It's never happening
10 months,
again.
yeah.
It is in fact never happening. Hey gang.
Wow.
Frantic hog noises.
Well done. Congratulations. We've successfully had a session of D&D.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, can you make an anonymous mouth noise for us all, please, from Evie?
Yep, there you go.
That was
There's more-
fun.
That was more nasal. That was more at the back of the nose kind of noise.
Well, that's true.
Put your tongue into
Yeah,
it.
everyone start their outro with the best anonymous mouth noise.
I'm not going to do that.
Not going to be anonymous.
yeah.
Everyone turn off the
Definitely not
lights.
coming from me.
Yeah. Fucking hell. All right. All right. We're gonna grab everyone's little favorite moments real quick. We're gonna start with Jeannie, please.
Hi.
Hi.
Favorite moment. My god. I don't know. I actually really liked the little like wagon building at the end. I thought that's really cute. Like you can just picture everyone like rebuilding and cleaning up this little wagon and
Yeah.
making it look all pretty.
Wagon
It'll be
of-
horrible when it bursts into flames next time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Shit.
Whoops! Shouldn't have used the fucking self-combustant vines. Emily.
oh my god.
Favorite moment. There were actually quite a few tonight, but if I had to narrow it down to one, it was absolutely Salzlo being like, I'm just gonna like match the dominance of reading this person's entire demeanor and mind.
Yeah.
It was really fucking cool. It was like, hey, I know that you can see me doing this or understand, but fuck you, I'm gonna do it back. So cool.
Big hog energy.
Big hog energy.
Yeah. True. Says.
Hey, hog emote when.
Not happening.
Gravy boat, honestly.
Yeah.
Out of context though, that sounds very interesting.
If you put a fairy in sauce, it's just adding to the flavor.
Good. I like that one.
Like it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Ouch.
it was okay. NBC DM.
Good grief. So many things happened this episode. I think it's probably the Leomund's tiny hut over the bath, and just
That was
following with
fucking
Malia,
cool.
like just. And it felt like it came across to me as though rather than a knock, it was just like putting your hand on it and then it dropping and you just lurching forward like you just fallen through a wall. Which to me was
She
very
saved.
funny.
She
She
did
saved.
save.
She
Like that was the intent. It was very funny. To me.
Malia's
She
too
Dexy.
cool. Mm.
I was kind
those
of hoping you'd
kids.
fail and tumble into the tub because I thought that would be the
That would have
funniest
been
outcome.
interesting.
Truly would have. Ash
time.
makes props and or stuff.
Hey, that's me. Fuck, I had my favorite moment in my head. It was to do with something, but I can't remember it now, so I'm going to go with my other favorite moment, which was, I have a question. How do you poop?
Oh yeah, that was so good.
It's actually a question that I personally have been grappling with, and so I really felt like this was a great time to ask it.
Wow.
I asked
Wow.
NBC the other day. I was because I'm curious. How do you guys think like dragons poop? Do they
Yeah,
like
like
poop-
a bird or
is it a
Is it a
mammalian
flyby?
and they like find a nice little quiet spot to poop in, or is it like a bird and it's a flyby? And we narrowed it down by like subspecies of dragon. So I'm pretty sure that like a black dragon is just like just sprays as
Which
it goes.
makes
Yeah.
like a
ton of
pelican.
sense.
Mm.
It
So
makes a ton
anyway.
of sense now based on a message I got from NVC the other day that was like, hey, I've been wondering how dragons poop. And I was like, okay.
But
I know.
now that I know that Valkyr can open little wrinkles in
Yeah.
space, he definitely poops in one of them. There's definitely like a pocket
Yeah.
dimension that's just so full of dragon poop.
Just hopes he
Oh.
doesn't reach into the wrong one. But it's like, oh no, God,
No, I
no.
opened the wrong one.
I remember what it was. It was the absolutely heart-pounding natural 20 that I rolled to read
Yes,
that fucking
fair.
scroll. That was crazy.
That was
cool.
fun.
That was
Hamish.
wild.
I really digged all the lore shit that came out. It was like a whole more good, more fun. Hearing all the bits and pieces, sort of seeing that road ahead for this group of absolute fucking clowns. Yeah, it was cool, man. And everything else everyone talked about. It's been fun. Been super fun.
Wonderful. I personally enjoyed the phrase "emotions suck," because hard agree. Law good, law fun, law daddy.
Hold on, wait, we need to know Saz's.
Yes. Oh my god, I totally thought I'd done says like up top.
Wow.
You
That's-
did do Says.
You
Says
did.
Oh
was
wait,
Gravy
did
boat.
I miss?
Gravy boat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Wow.
did it me.
Wow.
You did
You know, if it helps, I was the same, Emily. I was like, wait,
You
but
did
what
an
about
absolute
Saz?
amateur Methian.
Wow. Oh, fucking hell. Hey, let's have everyone explain who they are again and take any
No,
opportunity.
pick your damn favorite moments.
I did.
Give us.
Emotions
I
suck.
was-
No, I am also a big fan of the Twilight Sanctuary over the bath. I want that for
That
every
was
bath
fucking
I
cool.
ever have. That's fucking...
Twilight Sanctuary is a different thing. That's my channel divinity, buddy.
I absolutely love it. I'm also
So
a
you'd rather
big
that than
fan.
monkey hair in the bath?
I got a huge bath to myself.
Yeah.
You guys like to share a monkey child bath.
Gross.
Yeah, me just picking hair out of the plug hole.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
why
I-
the monkey bathed first.
I absolutely left all of those flowers in the tub too.
Excellent.
Like there were thousands of them.
My other favorite moment was the absolute string of profanity that was thrown at me after Lilith got her response to the sending that she cast. That made me real happy on the inside.
I sent "you bastard." That's hardly a string of profanity.
The subtext to that though is just I heard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, can I change my favorite moment? It's every message NVCDM sent me this evening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, fuck.
Let me just start counting because there's maybe at least 100.
All right, we're going to go around the table. You're going to tell people who you are and what you do, and take the opportunity to plug any cool shit you have coming up anytime soon. We can start with Jeannie, please.
Hi, it's me. Yeah, cool shit. There is actually, I am actually doing some really cool stuff this next week. So I am obviously back early from my trip, so I decided to spend a whole week doing a stream every single night over on my Twitch channel. So I think I'm playing The Sims the first night, and I might download Extreme Violence, and we might play Hunger Games on The Sims just for fun. So that'll be night one, so start off with a bang. On Wednesday night, I have a bunch of these beautiful guys joining me for a one-shot that I deliriously wrote at 3 a.m. And I was like, Emily, I'm not going to DM anytime soon. And then I was like, hey, guess what? So that will be interesting and chaotic, and I don't know what I'm doing at all. But yeah, so that'll be Wednesday night, and then yeah, it's gonna be a big week. So I'm gonna post a schedule tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow. Yeah, so stay tuned and watch out for that. And that's it. That's me. Okay, bye.
NVCTM next, please.
Hey, I'm NVCDM. I don't do anything cool. I do mediocre stuff at best. This is my dog. His name is Lance. You can follow him on Instagram at Lancelot_the_snag. That's all.
Magnificent. Emily.
Hey, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. My name's Emily. I am here doing this, and when I'm not, I am over on the It's Fates group channel, doing the stuff there. And when I'm not, I'm over on the Meeples and Dragons channel doing the stuff there. And when I'm not, I'm ruining all of these wonderful people's existences in any way I physically can. But hey, I've got some really cool stuff coming up, and you're just going to have to sit by and tune in to see exactly what that is, because hold on to your seats.
Woo! Ash.
Hey, that's me. Hey, I'm Ash, and I make stuff. You can find me at Ash Make Stuff on all the social media platforms. You can also find me here occasionally doing this, but also DMing the Gay Pirates campaign. What do we call it? Tale of Two Queens. That one by the folks at Awfully Queer Heroes. You can also find me on Facebook, Annoying Emily and Baldur's Gate. You can also... Nope, that's it. But in relation to... There is context to the dragon poop thing, and it's possibly going to culminate... It's possibly going to culminate in a one-shot. So, watch out for that.
Get ready for that.
Get ready for that.
Dragon poop.
Yeah.
The one shot.
No. Who's got to clean it up?
A tale of two poops.
Two incredibly large poops.
Two dragons. One
Tale of
cup.
two shits.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hamish.
Like the Twilight Cup?
Yeah, I'll show myself around
This is
now.
the
Hey, I'm
dragon
Ham.
fella.
I DM over on the Meeples and Dragons channel, the Radiant Shadows campaign, of which a number of people here are playing, which is absolutely amazing and awesome. Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, all that kind of jam. You find me here, but also next Saturday morning, I think 10 a.m. watch social spaces and stuff like that. I'm involved in a stream with some of the lovely people from Castleton that might involve us reviewing some of the weirdest smut that you can find on the internet.
Is this the
Fucking-
Corn Daddy stream?
Is
this the Corn
Is
Daddy
Ghost
stream?
Chat making its way into the real fucking world? That is
The
sick.
Corn Daddy cometh.
So the Ghost Chat from Castleton has been tasked with reading a number of very weird books. So there's Corn Daddy. I can't remember what Sean was reading. It was on about sentient pumpkins, I think.
I read a very good pumpkin
had
spice latte
actually-
one.
I have
recently.
not been able to look at the little raven thing that Ash has been holding up because the book that
Oh, no.
I've been reading is about a sentient piece of crocheted candy corn,
Oh god.
which has been a thing.
No,
Yeah, yes, it's
no.
a
We
journey.
don't yuck people's yums.
Look
It's
at it.
fine.
Yeah,
Look at it.
That is
Look
fair.
at it. So, yeah,
Hey,
so-
I look forward to that. Great.
Yeah,
Cute.
but yeah, so that'll be me.
Hey, Mish, can I
Yeah.
just point out that there's probably something you need to shout out that may be happening at PAX? More than one thing,
No,
I believe.
I think there's
let's
a-
just make Saz do it because Saz is up next.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think there's been a few people who should be shouting out shit like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
should.
but aren't you the fucking
Disappointed.
DM? Aren't you the DM?
Nah, we'll get Saz to do that.
Hey Saz, who are you? What have you got going on in your life?
I'm Saz, and I wrangle a whole bunch of really cool people over on the Meeples and Dragons Twitch channel. And I will also be wrangling them at PAX for their very first ever in-person live show, rolling dice together. It's going to be awesome. And I'm also stealing Hamish for a world-building panel, which is just going to be absolute bloody chaos. And I believe our Cursed Trivia is also back at PAX, so it's going to be a busy little year
Ooh.
for a lot of us. I think. Yeah, that's me.
Effort.
Incredible. I'm Promethean. There's a 0 in it. Speaking of cursed and things that are back, Emily and I and MVCTM will be fucking kissing, lusting after.
No, that's it,
Wait,
that's it. That's it, that's it.
No, kissing, no.
That's exclusively on our premium content. You have to pay for it.
Pay-per-view content.
Only
Fucking hell.
hogs.
Oh god.
Only hogs. Who said only
Oh,
hogs?
that was
Only
cheap.
hogs.
Yeah, well done. So the words that were supposed to come out of my mouth were that we will be back lusting after monsters for Crit Orcus 2 Monster Boogaloo. Fucking hell. Thank you. All right, now that is done. Also at PAX with the Meeples gang. Also with an Arkenforge presents The Hunger of First Peak actual play as well.
Hey, I'm in that too.
Yeah.
We've
It's,
seen.
hey, it's going to be...
Look at us.
It's going to be
Look
a
at
fun
us. Who would've
time in
thought?
Melbourne in
Who would've
October.
thought?
It's
Not me.
going to be
Not
super
me.
rad. You'll also find me here as often as possible over like wherever Emily is doing her shit, because it's like I just enjoy riding Emily's coattails as much as I possibly can.
That's a lie.
It is not. I very
It
much
is
enjoy
a
doing
lie.
it. And over on Meeples and Dragons for aforementioned Radiant
I
Shadows
don't wear
campaign.
a coat, Promethean.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna go raid. No, not them because they just went offline. Amazing. One moment. You're absolutely right, Andy. Crit or Kiss last year was ridiculously fun. I'm looking forward to see what Kate brings in to try and.
You know, fun
Amp
fact,
that
that's
up.
the first time
To try
I
and stop
obviously
us.
saw and met you two. I didn't even know Emily was in that panel, and I watched it because a friend dragged me along, and I was like, holy shit.
What?
And then
Do you know how crazy that is? Genie
Yeah.
and I have known each other for like 10 years. Like,
I also
Literally.
didn't know that Emily was on the panel.
yeah, sick.
Yeah, I thought her name was Promethean the entire time.
Correct.
yeah.
only
only
because I had
only
so
if
many
my opinions
complaints.
are incorrect.
Which is why
and
I
that
thought
goes for everything that I ever do. Just circling back to my shout out about myself. If you don't agree with things I say, my name is Promethean. There's a 0 in it. Otherwise, I'm Emily.
Amazing. Hey, we're gonna go raid Bards and Blades.
I thought he was going to say
Which
Barnes and Noble. and I'm like,
Involves
really?
That's
it also
not-
involves Press F, who has done all of the artwork for the Fate Script channel.
Whoa.
Awesome.
When I say all of, I mean the character art.
Marvelous. Hey, thanks for hanging out. To anyone hanging out in chat, we adore and respect each and every one of you, and hope that you have the greatest possible existence. And have fun. Hey, everyone, say bye while we do the thing. Say bye.
Sorry,
Bye
we
now.
were so
Bye now.
chaotic.
Bye now.
It's just been a
Bye now.
while.
Bye now.
Bye.
It's been a while.